Hey everyone, it's Soul with some more Shadowlands coverage. Today I can finally give you an early look at the Queen's Conservatory, the Night Fae bonus activity in Shadowlands. The Conservatory is an interesting little game of time and resource management that has you take the fallen souls of nature spirits, shove them into a life pod, speed up their growth, subvert them to be more grateful to you, and then throw them back into the mortal realms to continue the cycle of life and death. Yeah. Such a pretty little place, and yet it's so gruesome. The Conservatory isn't immediately available after joining the Night Fae, at present on the beta, and here is your beta reminder. It's unlocked by upgrading your Covenant Sanctum here. Eventually, you'll obtain the anima and souls that you need through mission tables, weekly and world quests to unlock everything here, so there's a bit of choice making to be done, but who cares right now? We just want to have our own zone, which we get. The Queen's Conservatory is your own personal mini-zone to, well, plant stuff, to obtain rewards. Like the other covenants, this is a side activity, and the theme here is the management of time and resources. Here's a screenshot of a fully unlocked conservatory full of these plots that you plant different items into. There are two kinds of plots, a wild seed and a catalyst. Wild seeds are the actual plots that you get things from, while catalysts affect the wild seed's growth. The game here is to infuse seeds and then use the catalysts to enhance your rewards by getting additional resources and stuff faster. Wild seeds can be infused with 4 kinds of spirits that seem to represent the 4 covenants, and there are different qualities to them, from uncommon to epic. You can also infuse wild seeds with items that will produce more catalysts, but I'll have more on those in just a bit. At the moment, planting any seed will require a full 24 hours to grow. And when it's ready, a little click will reveal that you've restored this spirit to life. It's ready to go back to the mortal realms to live or fight another day. They leave a chest behind for you to open up and obtain a satchel. A few tests, along with Wowhead data mining, reveals that catalysts make a very big difference in the rewards that you get. You can obtain anything from a novice satchel to an artisan's large satchel to a spirit tender's satchel. Based on me opening a bunch of novice satchels, the tangible rewards for you begin with profession materials. Woohoo! What you get from the highest quality bags though, well, I'm going to at least guess it's a lot more stuff. A mid-level satchel happened to get me these BOE Warglaives, which is kind of an odd thing to get, but oh well. So where do you get these spirits? From my testing, so far the biggest source of spirits has been Covenant Callings, which give you a tribute of the Grove Wardens that gives you stuff. On rare occasions, I've seen them from, rares and treasure chests across the different zones, but I have a feeling that by the time this goes live, spirits will be a fairly abundant resource, but with varying qualities. So what do catalysts do? There are 3 types in the beta so far, and I don't anticipate additional types appearing before launch. At least, well, maybe we'll see different levels of quality. Temporal Leaves speed up how quickly wild seeds will grow. Right now, it reduces wild seed growth from 24 hours all the way down to an hour, making this extremely powerful, but it raises a beta flag, if you know what I mean. Wild Night Bloom increases how many rewards you get from restoring a spirit, or growing more catalysts, and Wild Seed Root Grain will increase the quality of the rewards that you get. When you plant any of these catalysts, they remain there for 12 hours. The idea here is to carefully plan how you want to maximize your rewards with the time and the resources that you have. So let's go back to the screenshot from earlier, and this time I'll identify the wild seed and the catalyst plot as well as how they're all connected. And here's how it works. Catalyst plots connect to wild seed plots in such a way that we can give multiple buffs to wild seeds depending on our choices. For example, take a look at this setup here. I can throw a temporal leaf here to reduce the growth timer of this particular seed, or I can plant a temporal leaf here instead to buff both seeds to grow faster. At the moment, temporal seed buffs do not stack. Again, the grow timer shoots all the way down to an hour, and it wouldn't surprise me if this was nerfed, but in exchange, temporal seed buffs could stack to achieve a similar effect. Not all wild seed positions are made equal either. Notice that this wild seed here connects to 3 catalyst connections, and this wild seed all the way back here can connect to 4, clearly labeling this one wild seed as having the highest potential to give a really cool thing. Maybe the Spirit Tender Satchel, since it's unique to all the others and not flagged as a quest reward, but I have no idea. Now let's return to this screenshot of all the plots, but this time I'll give just one possible example of how to achieve the maximum reward quality. Ta-da! The seed in the back can have all 3 seed buffs, but one is a wild card because maybe I want my rewards faster, or I want more, or I want better stuff. Meanwhile, the other wild seeds can still get me lesser spirit rewards or seeds to maintain my buffs. Or let's say that I don't want to visit the Conservatory too frequently, like I'm on an alt, so I can skimp out on using the Temporal Leaves altogether and just concentrate on the yield or the quality, assuming that the catalyst buffs can keep stacking. This gives me a bit more of a dynamic feel compared to the Tiller's farm. I can tailor my rewards based on my playtime and needs. From the feel of it, the Conservatory is a pretty strong activity that offers potential to generate a high amount of resources, but this is not a mine or an herb garden from warlords. Any regular crafter is still going to gather and buy materials, but it'll be terrific for complementing gathering professions, and unused materials will likely sell for a decent price. One of the bigger questions lies with the frequency at which spirits will drop. I was pretty confident earlier that they'll be plentiful, but we'll just have to see how it goes after launch. There are also additional quest lines here that possibly unlock other rewards or perks, but my testing didn't reveal how this works. Out of the 4 Covenant activities, I'd say that this one is the most passive. Sure, there's a bit of pre-planning and strategy, but the overall interactivity is really comparable to the humble Tiller's farm from Mists of Pandaria. But given that there's so many additional activities to do in Shadowlands, I think that this sort of gameplay would suit some players just fine, with visually impressive, simple, non-combat gameplay. I do like that the Covenant abilities are really different from each other, but that's enough from me. What do you folks think of this preview? Let us know in a comment below, and be sure to subscribe for more Shadowlands coverage and all things Warcraft. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.